Raymond, Pollard finally get a wicket.
Yeah, but I don't really want to talk about that. I want to talk about Paul, who take him chance and go big.
No. West Indies finally turned the corner. Hey, yeah.
Welcome, Sports Nation, to Sports DTM, the sports channel where we call sports down the middle. You can expect the latest in sports news, views, and reviews from our resident analysts. No sports topic is too controversial, and no team or player is above criticism. So just smash that subscribe button and ring that notification bell to make sure you don't miss out on our balanced offering of riveting sports content. And don't forget to like, share, and leave a comment below. Welcome to Sports DTM.
Greetings, Sports DTM fans, and welcome to another episode of Sports Down the Middle, your channel of undiluted sports content. Raymond, Adrian, and I are here to talk about the recently concluded third T20 match, West Indies versus England. So, another happy day for the cricket fans. 224 of 20 overs for 5 batting first. Raymond, how you felt about this performance?
Yo, you see the big smile on my face? I mean, come on. When West Indies pretty much lost the toss and was put in to bat first, you know, I bet a lot of persons was like worried because they know West Indies was better chasers, but boy, the type of runs that they put on one of the highest against England. I mean, come on. I couldn't ask for that more.
So, before you come in, Adrian, with your thoughts, let me share what the summary of what took place, right? England won the toss and decided that West Indies should bat first because West Indies, we know, are better chasers. And we've looked at their top order and now said nothing really go on, right? They made 224 of 20 overs for 5. Rahman Powell, a player. I mean, Adrian, just give me your thoughts before we go into the details.
Well, Kurt, the truth is that it appears that the West Indies has turned the corner. Get out those driving gears. Hey, the West Indies have turned the corner. Nowhere in our wildest dreams could we have anticipated that not England, but the West Indies would have set a score over not 150, not 175 or 200, but 224 runs. And it was a big onslaught. And yeah, we're all excited.
And the excitement didn't just started or end there, Raymond. When we analyzed the last match and the performance of the players, we called for a certain player to be added in the batting lineup, and that certain player, Rahman Powell, right? We asked that he would come in place of Odean Smith. The selectors listened to us, so them need to start calling for selection and the selection panel. But seriously, Rahman came in and he batted at number 4, and brother, a star performance.
Yeah, come at the hour, come at the man. Rahman Powell, serious. You know, it was first class performance. Definitely took his shot. So his name will be called among some of the greats. The greats like the universe boss, Christopher Gale. His name going to be called amongst them, hitting a century against England, #1 rank T20 team in the world. There's no ease, no small feat by Powell. And you can't discredit also Pooran response. We asked Pooran to step up his game and him find a partner in Powell, and they told him put on an excellent partnership and put on some serious score. I mean, 70 Pooran off a 43 ball, sir, he did well. I'm really proud. Great going. We used to beat you when you don't do as well. And so this time you put up and show and as such. Well done.
Adrian, it is not an easy feat, and Raymond mentioned Powell's performance being called with the greats, and he's the third West Indian player in the history of T20 cricket to score triple figures. And of course, Pooran did extremely well, and when the two of them were batting, it was like shot for shot, and it reminds me of some of the innings between Gale and Wavelines back in the days when it was shot for shot. You lick a 4, me I lick a 4, you lick a 6. I mean, it was vintage West Indies performance, especially between Pooran and Powell.
Yeah, yes, Kurt. It was vintage West Indies performance, over 120 run partnership between Nicholas Pooran and Ravman Powell. As a matter of fact, I was watching the game, and when Nicholas Pooran started out, I could hear the commentators telling him to temper it. Temper your batting, play strokes, run between the wickets, but Pooran was having none of it. He understood the job that you're in the power play and he needed to score quickly, right? So he wasn't looking for a lot of singles, contrary to what the others believe. He was on the front foot from the start, scoring his highest T20 international score of 70 of just 43 balls. But what can we say of our pick? Yes, Ray, your pick, Kurt pick.
Yes.
The man, Ravman Powell. And I like to say Ravman Rocket Powell, hitting a 51 ball, a century, only the third West Indian to do so, following the universe boss Chris Gale and Evan Lewis, right? It was an onslaught. It was brutal. It was over, 10 or more sixes and fours. And when you looked at him, he was playing the wrist spin on the leg side and the change and bring him on the off side, and he was beating the ball. England were badly beaten. Ravman came, Rocket saw, Ravman Rocket Powell delivered.
Raymond, I'm going to share also the scorecard for the West Indies batting, because we also asked that the captain who started the tail at number 5 in the last match, that he be placed lower down the order, and they also listened, right? And we see he batted at number 7 in this match. Him score 9 not out, right? But it was good to see that the selectors are listening to persons out there who are asking for changes. And him get 2 wickets.
Yeah, excellent. So his 9 runs actually have him warm up to go bowl. But yeah, it's good to put him so far down. And the top order batsmen actually did really well. Really well. So when it reached down to him, you know, there wasn't much issue. I mean, we of course Brandon King could have done the way better than he did, and Shea Hope, but you see Pooran and Powell, once they did what they did, other persons, you know, job became so much easier. And not to mention, you know, I know you never asked me about this, but Powell never out. More people understand that needed a review by the third umpire.
Yeah, but he wanted the applause to come off the field. I saw it.
Yeah, you know, but we normally stay far from that, but I have to drop that in. I'm very sorry. Because we clearly could have hit more.
Yes. So thanks for that notification, because when we were watching, we were wondering what happened. But then we hear the commentators weren't West Indian, so they never really highlighted it that much. them just look at it and say, oh, it looked like it almost slipped and moved on. But we saw it, umpires, we saw it, third umpires, we saw it, match officials. We saw all of that. So next time, please pay attention. But then when the English chased, it started out 11 runs per over, really, for them. It was always going to be an uphill task. They never managed to score the 225 that they needed to win, and they ended at 204 for 9. The bowlers, as I mentioned before, Raymond, Pollard showed up with the ball, 2 for 31 from his 4 overs, run rate of 7.75, I think, well below what was required of the the English to win.
Yeah, so what, even though I never really want to talk about Pollard, but the fact that him actually did it in such low run rate, that was impressive. You understand? And that speaks to, the switching up and diversifying the bowling attack. A lot of persons wasn't expecting him to actually take it on, but I mean, since he never really bat much, then put a little stamp on the game and take 2 wickets. So that was good of him to actually come in now and, as I said, change that bowling attack and get some wickets. And the economic rate is really good, really, really good. And so I can commend him for that. I mean, he didn't do it with a bat, but with the ball, definitely, he made an impact.
But, Adrian, are we asking for too much from Pollard with the bat? I mean, him batting at number 7 is probably where he should be batting naturally and then producing some things with the ball. Are we asking for too much with the bat from Pollard, especially when we put him in at number 5?
Absolutely not. I mean, if you're going to be coming as the number 5 batsman, you have to be performing a lot better than how he had been performing. I mean, he has failed to deliver so far in the batting department. And as such, he rightly was demoted down the order as we were asking for more explosive batsmen. As a matter of fact, he could actually go even a little lower. But hey, we'll work with where he came in, but he did well with the ball, which is, they can't ask for too much more than that. Yeah, so that's where that is. I'm still thinking that, yes, Rovman should have come in, but there were other players who could have dropped out instead of Odean Smith, but I'll leave that for another conversation.
Raymond, do we want to see Ocean batting earlier?
Why not? Just keep pushing them up, and then the other man them like Pollard can just turn into bowler now. Pollard can turn the bowler now rather than batsman. Just become a tail ender now. Just keep pushing them up until, I mean, since he have such good, economic rate and taking wickets, then him just can become a bowler now. Don't worry about it.
But it was an excellent performance by the entire team. Fans out there, we would love to hear from you. Rovman Powell came in. We asked for him to come in. The selectors listened, and he came in and he delivered an excellent performance. He's now in legendary status and company with Chris Gayle and Evan Lewis as the only players to have scored 100 in international T20 cricket for the West Indies. Excellent performance by the Jamaican, and we want to big him up. Man of the match performance. Come in. The top order needed some strength, and we asked, and he came in.
He may need some more too.
He delivered, and we have to big him up when him deliver. So fans out there, we would love to hear from you by you leaving your comments in the comment section below. What's your thoughts on the West Indies performance? Do you think we need to alter the batting order a little bit more for the next match? What's your expectation of them for the next match? Leave all those comments in the comment section below. And always remember to like, to share, and to subscribe. And to tell a friend, to tell a friend, to tell a friend, to tell all of them friends to come and join the Sports DTM family. Raymond, Adrian, and I signing out. Be blessed.